David Woodhouse, head designer for Lincoln, and you were just laughing. I think I didn't catch your laughter before I turned on the tape recorder, but like you stole the show.
Javier, it's nice to hear you say that. I hope we have. New York has a big significance for us as a brand, and being here has been a real pleasure the last few days.
Yeah. So, I mean, the car was unveiled actually yesterday, a day ahead of the press days.
Yeah.
Just the reaction has been like
it's been
tsunami of like
it's been phenomenal.
Good and some people like saying bad things, but I guess it's good when people talk about either way, right?
No, the reaction has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty universally, everyone's just loved the car. I've even had some journalists getting a tear in their eyes.
I know.
And I think as a designer, getting that sort of reaction, that's exactly what we want to do, right? We want to hit people in the heart with our work.
Create emotion with the car. And that's what you have done with this car. So obviously a nameplate that is like very legendary pretty much.
Yeah.
And something that Lincoln has been working for a while, because I've seen like prototypes of this car for like past 10 years or more.
Javier, I worked on the last Continental Concept, and that was, it makes me feel very old, but it was 13 years ago.
Yeah.
And, sadly that didn't make it into production. We believe this one will. So it's very exciting. As you say, the nameplate has such significance. In design terms, it has a very special place because, in our past we had 3 very iconic cars that people still refer to as the most beautiful cars in the world. And I think, obviously as design director, I want to see us get those kind of plaudits again.
Yeah, so can you, obviously this is radio and we're sitting in front of the car, we're watching it, and there's like hundreds of people watching it, like admiring it inside and out. But tell us a little bit about it, if you can describe it.
Yeah, so it's a very special car, I think. It introduces the new face of Lincoln, which is very important to us. So it's a new centralized grille theme, and I think it's a very unique signature, absolutely befitting like the luxury landscape of our competitors. So I think it's a fantastic new face of the marque going forward. The car itself, it's in this very dark, rich blue position. Historically, I think that's a very significant color again for us. It's a kind of it should be a default brand color, because if you go back and watch movies like Goldfinger with James Bond, there's 4 Continentals in there. They're all in this very dark blue. It's a very, very important color, and that color we've taken not just on the exterior but through to the interior. So it's tone on tone with the interior, and that creates a very rich, indulgent environment and experience to hang out inside of. And there's a few other key things I'll just quickly mention. The lighting starts from the badge on the car.
Yeah.
This light appears through chrome, and that effect of light through chrome we've used on the taillights as well. And just lots of attention to detail. We got really obsessive with this car on lots of different levels. So I think walk through the interior and the exterior really shows that.
So you were mentioning before the reactions of journalists and just like general people, but also competition. The brand competitors are paying attention, which is like a great thing that's happened to Lincoln, I think, right?
Yeah, it is. This is distinctly a Lincoln to me, and we're very proud of this car.
Yeah. So this is a car. This is a concept still, but like pretty much, people are saying this is going to come in production. This is something that Lincoln needs, right? Lincoln is doing well, but this car is going to bring it to a completely different level.
Yeah, I hope so. Since I've got back to the brand, I really want to emotionalize the design language, but I want to add a lot of grace and elegance and poise. So, the gesture of the car, I think, is very important in forming the elegance of the car. So it's got this very confident but relaxed gesture towards the back.
Yeah.
And, I think people, our competitors seem to be in the business of trying to scare people these days, And I think it's very important for us that we generate designs that are very human and are all about seduction.
Yeah. Well, this car definitely does it. And just sitting here for a while, during the press conference, hundreds of people wanting to get closer and touch and be close to the car. So congratulations again, a fantastic job, and I can't wait to see when it comes up to production, if it comes.
Me too.
Thanks,
Javier.
Bye.
Este programa fue una producción de National Latino Broadcasting.